This famously is known as the Theatre of Dreams, a very warm welcome to Old Trafford. So, here we go then, Manchester United against Paris Saint-Germain. I'm John Champion, and providing analysis alongside me is our expert Jim Beglin.
Hello John, I'm really looking forward to this one. Let's hope it lives up to all our expectations. Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Well, what can you say about that goal?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up there. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Paris Saint-Germain caught cold early on. Lucas Moura, well intercepted, saw the danger and got to it. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. It's Fellaini. Neat ball through the middle. Here's Mata. Mata! Long ball over the top. Van Persie! Nicely fed in. Right idea, wrong execution.
Oh, such a good ball to get him through. Showed real vision and awareness then in trying to pick him out.
Well played, that got them out of trouble. Here's Van Persie. He's bursting forward. Really good try, but no goal.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better. Any other time it would have sneaked in. That will encourage another try though.
Marcos Rojo picks the ball up straight from a goal kick. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. Van Persie spotted the ball being played, did well to reach it, but that's about as good as it got. Good interception, just what they needed. The idea was there, execution wasn't. Here's Van Persie. Here's Falcao. Opportunity for a goal.
Well, it wasn't the easiest of chances, but he did quite well to execute the volley and get that on target, John.
Yes, and it required a decent save from the keeper to keep it out too. Onside, strikes it. What a reprieve that was.
Well, I think you can only praise that sort of alertness and the way he almost knew what was going to happen, and he got there really early. That was top stuff for me.
You'd really expect a player of his quality to score there.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
An interception. No, needed a better ball there. It's Ibrahimovic. Chance to counter-attack here. And he's still going. Ibrahimovic! Paris Saint-Germain with a big chance and a big miss. An important interception, things were starting to look dangerous. Marco Verratti knocks it forward. The keeper knew he had to get to that.
I think they're building the play really nicely. If they can just find the right through ball, they could be in on goal.
Pastore slides it through. Ibrahimovic showed a great desire to get to the ball, he just couldn't do much with it. And that's gone straight to the keeper. Van der Wiel. Cavani tried to play it through.
Yeah, it looked like there that he was asking just a little too much of himself to try and thread that ball through. It was a bit over-ambitious, but I like his thinking.
It's Pastore. The ball played into space nicely. And it's a really well-taken goal.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
That really tested the strength of the net.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
The game restarts with the scores level again.
Well, in a tight game like this, there was always going to be little to separate them, but he really made that count.
Raphael. Van Persie couldn't quite get it through that.
Look, if he wants that ball to make it, then he has to pass it with a bit more zip. I think he knew as soon as it left his boot, it was going to be cut out. Just lacked a little more power.
Van der Wiel. Here is Cavani. He's onside. He created a great chance there.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
We all know what he can do.
Well, there's no...
The whistle signals the end of the first half.
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
So, nothing to separate the two teams. It stands at one apiece. The whistle goes for the second half. No, the defence alert and picked out the danger. Oh, and he's kept it in. Lucas Moura is adjudged to be offside. And that's not getting through. He plays it through. Played into space out wide. Ibrahimovic. There it is.
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
They now lead by 1 goal.
Yeah, there's such a consistency about his movement and his work rate that it's the platform for everything else he does, for all his attacking instincts, and he's just a very tidy goal scorer.
The upright in the way. Di Maria. Van Persie. Van Persie! Now it's a goal kick.
Just as well the defender was on hand to mop up the loose ball.
And it's hit forward. The goalkeeper's dealt with it. Maxwell. Thiago Motta. Good through ball. Here is Cavani. The flag stays down. Goal! They lead by 2. A resounding drive. I can't imagine he's hit many better than that.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
He's got 2 in this game, he's on a hat-trick. They now lead by 2.
Yeah, they may well be 2 up now, but the beauty of this game is that it can all change in a flash.
That is wayward.
Yeah, with him being under pressure from a couple of opponents, I thought he showed real determination to get some sort of attempted goal, and you have to give him credit at least for that.
Thiago Motta has got it back. Ibrahimovic. Showing some good skills, but ultimately unsuccessful. He was well positioned, good defending there. Here's Van Persie. Thiago Silva puts a stop to the attack. Ball threaded through. And that's going to go a long way. Cavani. Smalling. Ibrahimovic. Posing a few questions, but he's able to intercept. Play surges forward. Fellaini trying to keep hold of it, but it's hardly easy. Played in accurately. And a much-needed intervention that was too. The danger was there, he dealt with it well. Thumps it long. Great through ball over the top. Pastore. No, that's not going to make it through. Look how strong he is there. Did well to retain the ball. Here's Van Persie. Here's a header. They were so nearly punished for their mistake. That'll be a throw-in. So from what I can see on the touchline, we're on the brink of a substitution.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
That was a real chance.
Yeah, as long as they don't allow their heads to drop now, they'll be okay. They can still get back into this game with more chances like that.
Cavani, who's just made his mark on this match.
He was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution now and get others into the match.
Offside, good call there by the referee's assistant. He makes his way towards the penalty area. Cuts it out. And the through ball is intercepted. Chip through over the top. The keeper's got it. It's clearly not what he was hoping for. Full-time whistle within sight. Tries to slide it past the defence. The goalkeeper's got a hold of it. He's looking to find his front men. It's Cavani. Pass cut out. Only 4 minutes added on for stoppages. Van Persie. Feeds a long ball into space. Intercepts the pass. No getting it through there. He knew what was coming. The keeper's got it. So there you have it, the final whistle. You just have to sit back and admire their resilience. They kept cool and did ever so well to keep their composure, particularly after going behind.
You know, it's a privilege to be part of a fabulous football match like that. That was a real roller coaster ride for the fans.